Actually, I want to thank you, Mike, because if you would have not bet on this, I would have never guessed the line was that low.
Yeah. Hey, we need to wrap this call before this line moves up. I'm Overtime Day. This is Overtime Ace. This is Overtime TJ. And this is the first NBA edition of Parlay Hot Seat. Let's go.
Let's get this money.
On the line, we have Matt calling in from Toms River, New Jersey. Now, it says here that when Matt's parlay hits, it's going to his student loans. Matt, you're becoming a broadcaster, right?
Yes, sir. That's the goal.
Let's go. Let's hear your parlay for today.
Well, man, I've been looking and doing a lot of research on these teams. I'm going to go with the Cavaliers -8, Thunder +10, Memphis Grizzlies -2, and Chicago Bulls -4.
Little four-legged parlay, couple favorites, one underdog. The odds on this four-legged parlay are plus 1,228. So $100 will pay out to almost $1,400. $250 would pay out to over $3,300. Ace, what's up with this parlay?
This is an honest parlay. This looks you straight in the eye. There's nothing cheeky. There's no props. There's nothing crazy. It's not like a 12-legger. It's very simple. I do like the Thunder because that 10 is a lot. I mean, OKC scoring like 101 at home and Suns on the road like 112. I think they cover in that 10 range. Grizzlies, Wolves is a little bit up in the air. It's like a toss-up, but I think the Grizzlies can cover too. What scares me, I think, is the Cavs -8.
Yep. Last
time they played the Pistons, they lose by 10. Not saying that they can't come around and have this huge second half of the season, but -8 feels like a lot for the Cavs.
Hey, Matt, why are the Cavs covering?
Well, here's what I think. I think after an all-star weekend in Cleveland and seeing them take home that skills challenge or, where they had the entire team, I think that they have such a young core, and the Pistons coming off a break, they're going to be a little more lackadaisical. The Cavs are hungry, and with that comment from LeBron coming over the weekend that, Cleveland's the door is open, I feel like they have something to prove.
Man, that comment.
I want to show this guy this isn't just where you can come and go however you please.
I agree with you about Cleveland, but Cleveland is 17-12-2 against the spread on the road. That is one of the better teams in the league. But I am with Ace. Cleveland does concern me a little bit. TJ, talk to me about this parlay.
I don't know. The Grizzlies kind of scaring me, man.
What?
I feel like Ja Morant's still gonna be lit off the Migos. You saw him. You saw him on the PG. You saw him on the private jet earlier. That Instagram
That's
live.
true.
He had a hell of a week. I know he was having fun. I feel like Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Edwards, I feel like they're going to be just coming in like well rested, ready to roll. And I don't know. I think Anthony Edwards.
My thought process.
Yeah. But it's definitely a toss-up. I could see the Grizzlies winning, but it scares me a little bit. I could just see the Timberwolves coming out. I like the over on that, though.
Matt, are you worried about Ja drinking a little too much with Quavo and the boys?
Well, that is a good point. The Timberwolves are also a pretty strong team offensively. But I think that the defense of the Grizzlies, if they could use both Steven Adams and Jaren Jackson Jr. on Karl Anthony Towns to kind of eliminate the exhaustion factor of how big of a threat he is, that could kind of control the game a little bit more. You kind of want to force the ball into D'Lo's hands out of all three of those guys. So I think that if the Grizzlies, being such a defensive-minded team, if they could stick to their roots, I think that the 2 is possible.
Hey, I like the Grizzlies. I think Ja will be fine despite what my guy TJ says. I like the Bulls. I like the Thunder because the Thunder keep covering these big spreads and, people see bad teams and they automatically bet against them, but they have been covering these big spreads. I'm a little nervous about the Cavs too, but Ace, you want to start at the bidding?
Yeah, dude, I like this a lot. I don't think the Thunder is slept on. I think they cover well. But I do. I think your all-star comment really – I was nervous on Cleveland. Your all-star comment kind of swung me because I like that. Like, they're coming off the high of the weekend. I'll start you with 100. I think 100 solid. I think this is like a straight-up parlay. It's very simple. There's not a lot of cheeky moves. I mean, this is very reasonable to happen in my mind.
Ace found a new word this weekend. He's been saying cheeky a lot, isn't he?
Cheeky.
He's been saying cheeky a lot.
In my vocabulary
it's
as
a good
well.
one because
And
this is a cheeky parlay, my friend. Cheeky.
TJ, you beating 100?
I'm right there with you on 100.
You're not beating it?
No.
So you're gonna make him choose?
Yeah.
Make him choose.
All right. Well, I don't have time for that, so I'm going 125. Matt, 125. Either of you beating this?
Let's go.
I think this is a nice parlay.
Yeah,
I like it a
this
lot.
one's pretty. I do 150.
Woo!
I'll do 150, but that's my max. That's all I'm out on that.
150. TJ,
I'm good.
you're good.
Nah, I'm telling you, Timberwolves gonna win.
Yes, that's I don't know. TJ's confidence that sketch me, but I like 150.
150.
This is straight up.
I'm going 175. I'm going 175. It's very rare that I actually feel pretty good about a parlay on this show, and I feel pretty good about this one. I feel this is one of the more sensical ones.
I'm gonna go ahead and let you feel good about it. It's all you, my friend.
175. Let's go. When this hits, it'll pay out to over $2,000. That's a nice little Thursday night for you, huh?
Hey, sounds good to me, man. Thank you.
Hey, appreciate you calling in. Appreciate that jersey too. That New York
man.
Knicks,
Shout out the Knicks,
City
honestly.
Edition.
Yeah,
Shout out Obi
Shout out the
Toppin,
Knicks, man.
Obi Trice, real name, no gimmicks. Appreciate you calling in, my guy.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, man. Take it easy.
On the line, we have Mike calling in from New Jersey. Now, Mike is going to Atlantic City this weekend, so he needs this parlay to hit. What are you going to play this weekend? A little craps, a little blackjack? What do you have going on?
I'm actually a big craps guy, but
Yes.
I'll probably do a little bit of that, a little bit of blackjack.
Okay, for me personally, craps is the most fun at the casino. Hey, what's your parlay
I don't
for us?
disagree. All right, so for this week, it's a bit of a tough week coming back from break, but I'm going to do the Cavs -8, Chicago Bulls -4, over 28.5 from Jokic, and then over 1.5 made threes from Cat.
I like this. 2 favorites, 2 props. The odds on this 4-legged parlay are plus 1,022, so $100 will pay out to over $1,100. $250 will pay out to over $2,800. TJ, I'm going to swing that thing over to you first.
I love it. 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 Cavs, All-Star Weekend, they coming off a high. The props, Jokic going for 35. Cat going to have 3 threes. I love it. I love everything about it. I love it.
There's nothing you don't like?
No.
I'm going to swing this thing over to Mike first here because I'm a little unsure about the Cavs -8.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's known that after break, things are a bit funky that first week, so this is a very hard week to bet. I'm not going to lie. I'm really just going to pick the 2 teams that are fundamentally proven to be good defensively and not make too many mistakes. So that's going to be the Cavs and Bulls, honestly, especially with the Cavs, just with how well they do against the spread as well. I mean, it's the safest pick you can go for this week.
I like
knowing,
that.
We're back from break.
I like that. Ace?
Yeah, my biggest concern was the Cavs, so I was waiting for you to kind of persuade me a bit because they lost the Pistons like less than a month ago by 10, so it's like, do they come out and do it again in Detroit? We'll see. I love the Bulls, right? I mean, like, actually on paper, offensively, the Bulls and the Hawks are, like, very similar. They're right next to each other, like 3-point percentage, points per game. They're right next to each other, but it does come down to that defense. I guess Jokic over 28 does scare me, actually, based on what you just said. People coming off the All-Star break, like, sometimes a little sloppy, especially All-Stars.
Jokic isn't sloppy.
Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't.
He looks
maybe
a little sloppy, but he doesn't play basketball.
He doesn't get sloppy, but that first week's always a little much, right? That's like kind of hectic.
Yeah.
So that 28's a lot, but I like it all in all. The Cat threes makes perfect sense, right? He just won the 3-point contest. Why wouldn't he just start chucking? You know what I mean? Why wouldn't he get 5 threes in this game?
At what point are they going to move that Cat line up from 1.5 threes? Because I
think it's good moved up because like he just said, he's coming off a high. He just won the contest. He's gonna shoot all game.
Unless it's like the home run derby where after guys do the home run derby, then they lose their home run stroke.
Yeah, you mess up.
Maybe
your
he
swing.
was just putting up so many threes that now he's going to be a little long from 3, a little short.
Yeah.
Hey, I like this parlay a lot. I think you persuaded me nicely on the Cavs. I love the Bulls. I love Jokic just because, I mean, it's Jokic. Like, him scoring over 29 feels like a good bet on most nights. And Cat over 1.5 threes made. I mean, he just strutted his stuff pretty nicely over the weekend. TJ, you bidding on this?
100%. I started at 100.
All that.
Okay.
All that.
All right.
Listen,
All right.
I have a feeling that whatever I say, it is going to get raised by the man tomorrow. Right. So I will give you 150 off that because I really do like this a lot.
150. I have a feeling I'm going to get – I'm probably not going to go over 150 because I'm going to let you two duke this one out.
I have a feeling the guy in the red hoodie is about to throw
TJ?
a bag at this
I'm
one.
throwing you the bag, man. 175.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
That's the bag.
175?
I'll do 200. Let's see if you actually all that confidence of like there's not a thing I hate. Let's see if you actually really like it.
225.
There it is. That was the number I was looking for.
Mama, come get me.
And I'm out. That's the number,
225?
Yeah, I can't.
That's
do it.
final. Hey, 225 from TJ to Mike. When this hits, this will pay out to over $2,500. Hey,
Nice, my man TJ.
I'm
Good
rocking
stuff.
with you, Mike.
I
Let's
I might sprinkle some on this parlay too, because especially these props. Maybe not
I
the
like
parlay.
I love the cat threes.
Love
that might
the
be
cat
my
threes.
favorite.
Are we all in on cat
We're
threes?
all in
on
betting
cat
Hey,
threes.
we're all betting in on cat threes.
Actually, I want to thank you, Mike, because if you would have not bet on this, I would have never guessed the line was that low.
Yeah.
I would have been like, it's at least
I-
at 3 because he's,
Yeah.
3-point contest winner.
Yeah. Hey, we need to wrap this call before this line moves up. Appreciate you, Mike. Thanks for calling in.
All right, thanks, guys. Have a good one.
If you have some NBA picks that are for sure winners that need to get funded, hit us up. Hit us up in the comments. DM us. Better yet, email us at parlayhotsy@itsovertime.com. No purchase necessary. 21 years or older to enter. Visit overtime.tv/contest for the full rules. See you next time.
You know the vibes, fam. Listen, the drops don't stop and neither do the blessings. If you want to get drippy like your boy, you know you do, all you got to do is click the link over here. Also, don't forget to subscribe this away and check out more fire videos over here. You know what it is. It's the O way or no way.